What's good? What's good? What's good? What's poppin'? So today we talking about speed. Speed is literally everything. You have an idea, put it to action as soon as possible. There's however many billion people on earth. You think somebody's not gonna have the same idea as you? There's been countless times where I had an idea and I'm scrolling through IG. Somebody just did the idea that I came up with 30 seconds ago or 30 minutes ago. Someone just had the same idea that I came up with 30 minutes ago. I had no contact with them. I didn't see whatever they did before I had the idea. So it wasn't anything like that. You feel me? So you have to just do it. You just have to do it. And business is all about speed. It's all about speed. God made us in his image. And beginning of the Bible, it said God spoke and there was. If we were made in God's image, wouldn't we want to emulate that or come as close as possible to emulate that? All the successful people that I know, you feel me? They speak and that shit is done. It's not even done by them. Somebody else take care of it. They have assistants. They speak and then it became. You have to try your best to emulate that. Try your best to emulate that. Speed. And it's just like you just need to get in the habit of having an idea and doing it. Having an idea and doing it. You need to exercise those muscles. You feel me? Speed, speed, speed. You're a hustler. You feel me? So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. That's the first thing I wanted to say. Another thing too is you gotta understand your family is helping you, right? But you're in a completely different generation as them. So what they know as the way to get money or the way to success may not be up to date or current of today's time. So I think I said this in one of my previous videos, but it goes like this. Your grandfather worked in a coal mine or whatever, right? Like, let's say they migrated to the U.S., gold rush, this, that, the third. They work in a coal mine. That was the best way to get money. You feel me? Your grandfather is going to try to get your father to work in a coal mine as well. But little does your grandfather know, everything's updated. He's stuck in his way. He's trying to help his son. Just think about it. Your father would not try to steer you off into a way that's not the best way, not the best route. Steer you off into a way that's not the best route. He's your son, so you're gonna try to tell him to do what you think is best. Your father is your father. He's gonna try to tell you to do what he think is best. But you gotta stay true to yourself. You gotta be aware enough and peep the surroundings and always question everything. That's another thing. You always gotta question everything. The best possible way to get money may not be the coal mine at that time. Maybe it might be going to school and getting a computer degree. I know I jumped through like periods of time, but for the sake of the example, bear with me. The best possible way to get bread right now might be to enroll yourself into a school, a 5-year program, 4-year program, get a degree, and then flex that. You feel me? And now, way in today's time, that's what your father's gonna tell you to do. So your father's gonna tell you to become a computer engineer. And you're like, computer engineer? I'm not going to school for 4 years. I'm not doing that. And 60,000 is way too little. You gotta think bigger, Pop. Like, he's not really gonna understand. Like, the older generation doesn't understand. It's your job to educate them. And sometimes you just gotta keep it pushing. Just agree and keep it pushing, because arguing with somebody older than you, like, that doesn't see what you see, it's kind of a waste of time if you really want to get into it. So the new way is like personal branding, making money online, being your own entrepreneur, businessman. Like, that's what's going on right now. So you just have to stay true to yourself and, just understand, because you might think your whole family's going against you. You might think your family's like picking on you, this, that, and the third, but you just have to understand there's differences between each generation. And it's tenfold if your family's like let's say foreign, from South America, Africa. You just have to be the one to break that barrier. You have to be the one to break that barrier. You have to take that risk. Go ahead and take that risk. Like, you have to go and take that risk. Your grandfather did, work in a coal mine. You don't think he was scared doing that? You don't think he was scared working in a factory where he could just lose his limbs just like that? You gotta take that risk. Yo, we have it easy now. This is the easiest time to become a millionaire. If you're not a millionaire and you want to be, you're just lazy. Like, how do you have time? You feel me? You should, like, that's another thing I also wanted to say too. Hoarder Grills. Like, Now is the easiest time to become a millionaire. Why aren't you a millionaire? Put your head down, stay consistent, and just work. Put your head down and work. I know a bunch of people hear me say this. I don't play games. And I'm saying games as the other way, but I'm talking about it this way too. Like, sit down and playing a video game for like 3 hours. That's not me per se. Like, I don't even like having like long conversations like that because I got stuff to do. I was talking to one of my boys and he's completely on the same page. Like, we low-key had to schedule a talk because he's doing what he's doing and I'm doing what I'm doing. You feel me? It don't mean that like we're mature enough to know that it don't mean no hard feelings. Like, that's still my brother, but he's over there doing his shit and I'm over here doing my shit. And once we're up a little bit, then we can collab. I need to make my connections, make my network. He needs to go and make his connections, make his network. And now his network is my network because we brothers. My network is his brother. My network is his network. You understand? So just got to keep your head low. Take out anything that's wasting your time. Like games, that's a complete waste of time. You're going to sit down, strain yourself, probably play a game or two before work, play like 20 games after work. Like, it's fun now, but in the long run, that's doing nothing for you. Unless if you're a streamer, and you're not a streamer if you're not nice and you're not putting in the hours. And that's essentially their work. If you're not streaming, games is a waste of time. You got to get out that consumer mindset. They upsold you. Like MW2, they just re-released it and many people bought it. You got to think of how you can release your own product. That's $200. You got to get out that consumer mindset and value your time. My time is extremely valuable. I can't just hand out 2 hours to people that just want to talk to me for X amount of hours about nothing. You feel me? I can't just hand out my time to a game which is not reaping me no benefits. I'm not sowing no seeds in there because how is that making money? I'm driven. I'm going in a straight line. I know exactly what I need to do. So, and I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm doing it. Not many people are like me. Not many people are doing the same things that I'm doing. And to be honest, that shows me that I'm doing something right, because you can't just accidentally become a millionaire. You can't just actually become like a multi-millionaire. Like, the game is not just to touch $1 million no more. Like, the game is to touch like 15 mil above. Realistically, like 100 M's or 100 or 500 M's. Like, people think I sound crazy. You know who I feel like? I feel like Luffy when he was before the Grand Line saying he was gonna be the king of the pirates. Like, yo, I'm about to have like a bill in my bank account, and I'm just saying it so plainly and nonchalantly that people is like, yo, he's bugging. And like, just think of it. You can't be some normal dude saying you're gonna be 500 billion. I mean, you can, because there are normal rich people. Like, from what I heard, the top 1%, they're full of bozos and like just regular people. You feel me? Like, if you know you got it, you know you got it, bro. Like, I'm talking to older people that know you have it. Like, if you walk a little different, like, you do it for a reason. You feel me? Like, it's just something that people on that plane resonate with. You're gonna resonate with what I'm saying. Like, God has given everybody gifts. Everybody, I don't care who you are, you have a gift. But God happens to just give me multiple. You just gotta figure out how you're gonna use those gifts to your advantage. Monetize your gift. And that's where you succeed in the long run. So it's looking like this is a short video. But so what I talked about speed. I talked about no games. Don't just hand out your time. Like, that should be getting me tight to an extent when people just think I'm gonna just hand out my time like that, bro. I'm busy, bro. I'm busy. And if you're not busy, you're doing something wrong. You subpar, like you average, bro. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, you average if you have time to give out. All the business people I know, they're busy. You feel me? I mean, it sounds redundant, but they got no time to give out because they're too busy working. You feel me? You have to work until your money can work for you. You feel me? And even when your money can work for you, you still working. That's all it is. But you need to wake up with your purpose on your mind. You need to go to sleep with your purpose on your mind. I'm thinking about what I'm doing 24/7. Yo, how can I do this? How can I do that? I got notes, bro. I got notes where I just have an idea and I just write it down. I just have an idea and I just write it down. You gotta get like into a habit like that, because if you don't write your notes down, or if you don't write your ideas down, they're just gonna go into the abyss. Just gonna go into the abyss. You feel me? Like, ideas just pop into your head. You need to materialize it, because you're gonna forget it. I have a bunch of video ideas because I'm taking this YouTube shit serious. You know, it's kind of like documenting. It's like me just, it's me like blogging. You feel me? But yeah, that's it though. That's all I have for today's video. I want you to comment down below what you took from this video. Well, what you took from this. I want you to comment down below what you took from this, and like, comment, subscribe, share to somebody that you think would need this. Way the Superior Man, I know I talked about it previously. I didn't talk about it in today's video, but we got more to come, bro. So I'm gonna just tell you what I'm gonna be doing. Is, like I said this a bunch of times. This is just me documenting my life, kind of like before everything starts to like kick off, like right before everything starts to kick off, because I'm getting more exposure. I'm talking to people that own businesses. I don't know, there's something about me that attracts like business, you know. Like, even the other day, somebody asked me if I got my CDL license. I don't know, I was just carrying myself a certain way, or maybe it has nothing to do with me. Maybe it just has everything to do with him. But we trying to line something up. I'll probably talk about it a little later. The other day, I was at a deli. Some dude, like, I could tell, like, he owned something. You feel me? Like, he was just carrying himself a different way. So I finagled the conversation, and I found out he was the owner of a building. You know, and I was just like asking him mad questions, just absorbing knowledge. You feel me? Just absorbing knowledge. The other day I met somebody that made the other day I met somebody that made $4 million last year. He showed me his W-2. It wasn't some cocky shit, but like, instead of him just telling me the amount and me being like, no way, he just showed me his 1099. Matter of fact, it was his 1099, and we just chopped it up on that. He put me on to the business model, how he did that, and even like the other people gonna think I'm lying, bro, but I'm so serious. The other day too, I met somebody that was just, I see myself in him. Like, he was foreign. Like, his family was Mexican. He was first generation. I'm first generation Ghanaian, which is West African, in West Africa. So if your parents are foreign and you're first generation, you just see your parents working, like hustling, getting in and out the mud. Like, that's all being transferred to you. You're gonna pick something up, and your worth ethic, you're gonna mirror your parents' worth ethic. You know, and I seen him. He was hustling with a smile on his face. People, if you ask him, I'm always smiling. You feel me? Like, I'm always in a good mood. If I'm not, you gonna see it, because I wear my heart on my sleeve. But yeah, I seen him and I started chopping it up with him, and I told him, I was like, yo, I see that you got crazy worth ethic. I see it by the way you carry yourself, the way you talking and shit. You gotta transfer all that energy and put it into your own business, your own hustle. You need to work for yourself. And I told him that, and you know what he told me? He was like, yeah, bro, I saved up. And he said he copped a villa in Mexico, and he's focusing on rental properties and Airbnb. I was like, good shit, bro, good shit. I took his number down, and I told him, yo, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know what we going to do, but we working together in the future. But I took his number down, chopped it up. He got my number, I got his number. That's it. Like, that's how you do it. Like, who knows? Like, because I told him too, like, I'm eventually trying to do the same shit. I'm not gonna really say the plan right now. I feel like it's a little too early. But once I touch some bread, bro, just know it's up, bro. It's up. Once I touch some bread, just know we taking off for real. But yeah, how long is this video? It's 18 minutes so far. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Just comment down below what you took from this video. What questions you want to ask me, whatever. I don't even know how many people are gonna watch this right now. Like, this is like totally new, but yeah, we still doing this. We still here. So thank y'all for coming to the video. I'ma holla at you.